This is cool. We're going to get some arpeggiated sounds out of our acoustic today. Some really pretty chords. For all you gentlemen out there, you can maybe write something with this for your ladies. They like that. You know, it's always good. So what we're going to do is we're going to take an A chord and we're going to tweak on it. And we're going to get some nice suspended sounds with it. We're going to throw in a G chord, maybe even an interesting voicing of a regular D major chord. And we'll see what we get. We can move them in any combination, do whatever we want with it, and make it our own. And that is the plan. So let's take a look here, what I got going on. The top of this, I'm just really playing an A major chord. Of course, I've got, you know, my E here. That's my fifth, of course. I've got my A there. Really bright, really unique voicing. Now, for some reason, even though this does refer to more, of course, your major tonality, I like to think of anytime I get this open string in here, I think of this. More of this suspended A kind of chord. So if you're not familiar with how to play this, this would just be like playing your A major chord. You know, sometimes you learn them in the beginning like this. It'd be like omitting your third finger and really only playing the E and the A here. You hear these chords all the time on the acoustic guitar and in popular music. So getting back to this, I'm just going to keep a really simple pattern with my right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't want to complicate the issue, but I'm going to add fingers now with my left hand. I'm going to take my first finger and I'm going to put it now on the highest A note here in the mix. That's going to leave a B string to be open. Let's just see what it sounds like. What starts to happen, unveiling some really cool notes here within the chord. In the context of this, can I call it a 9? Sure. Am I gonna? Nope. Not today. Alright, so we've got our A chord. We've tweaked it. We've got a B in the mix now. Take that note away, see what happens. Works. This works because the key signature for A is F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. So I know I can hit any note coincides with that key signature and I'm safe. I want to hear what that G sharp sounds like. Why not? There it is. Now it's a pretty interesting voicing. Got my fingers stretched out pretty far. If you need to kind of alternate your voicing or your fingering here, you can surely do that. Looks a little bit more fancy, you know, and to be cool you gotta look cool, we know this, right? So we have this chord, go back to that open string. Now I'm going to throw in the B note and I'm going to have 2 B notes in a row. I got the B on the high string played by the B that's open. Almost gives it kind of a 12 string effect for a minute. Right away, what do we have? A bunch of cool things that we've done and we haven't gone anywhere. We're only focusing on, or this A major chord, however you want to interpret it. That is the most important thing. I will say this, in all my years of playing, what makes me feel like I improve on the guitar is my visualization of the fretboard. Watching other people do stuff that makes me go, oh, I wouldn't have thought of that. After 30 years, I still see things that I wished I realized when I was 15. So the most important thing is to be open-minded and say, okay, cool, I've learned this chord. Theory will tell me one thing. What does my instinct tell me? What are some other things that I can do with it? Keep it emotional. You know, keep it something that is, what do they say, visceral. You know, you want to have that feeling inside yourself. And these kind of notes bring that out to me. They're sensitive. So you got all these cool things to work with. Hammer-ons and pull-offs, hit harmonics on them, all kinds of cool things. Okay, so we go down to this G. It's basically a 6th because we've got the E in there. Now what I mean by that is G, A, B, C, D, E. I've got my 6th note in my scale. Throw that A in there. notice I'm pretty much manipulating this chord voicing as I did the previous voicing, and it's going together. It sounds really nice. So that's two positions that are totally workable, strummable. Not just arpeggiated, totally strummable nonetheless. Different way to play a D chord. Look at what we got going on here. I took my F sharp that is normally here and I put that dude over here. This is a cool way to play your D. A lot of singer-songwriters will play this voicing of a D. Much more fullness to the chord. Very classic acoustic kind of singer-songwriter, Bob Dylan-y, Bruce Springsteen thing kind of to do right here. We're not doing that with this though. We're just going like this. I'm going to throw my A back in there. So fret-wise, that's going 4th fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 5th fret. Throwing that open A string. And I can go to a regular A chord. So, we've done some cool things with some very simple chords, and I already know those notes go together, so I can mix it up any way I want to and have fun with it. I'm not necessarily writing a song that's going to go on a record or doing anything like that. I'm trying to make the guitar sound cool and express myself. And a lot of times in the very beginning, people have a hard understanding of key or chords that go together or how to write things. Well, if you learn something that's cool, obviously they go together. So mix them up. Why not? All right, everybody. So I've had fun with this one. I really, really enjoyed it.